So my name is Chris Skack, and I'm doing a little bit of evaluation here. I just bought a new guitar, a Takamine Parlor series, and I'm doing a comparison of some of the other Takamines that I just happen to have. This is my first guitar growing up. This was my, I think it's a 340, F340 Takamine, built in probably 72 to 74. It's got the Martin imitation logo on it. And it's been a really solid guitar. I really liked it. It's acoustic only, so that's one of the reasons I moved up to my other guitars, is that it's not electric. So just give you a quick sound here. So it still sounds good for over a 40-year-old guitar. So then I decided I want an electric guitar, so I found this on Craigslist. Plug it first here. And this is the EF341SC. I think it's the signature Bon Jovi guitar or something like that, and it's got a really nice tuner in, or a mixer or preamp in it. It's got the GT4B2 preamp in it, and I really like this guitar. Got a really good deal on it through Craigslist. It has a crack up here, but I don't know if you can see it, but it really doesn't affect the tone at all. Considering I got it for less than I bought this new guitar, I'm really happy with it. So let's just play something here. So that's it sounds similar to my old guitar, a little bit nicer tone to it. It's got the solid cedar top, and it's a laminated mahogany, or I'm not sure what it is. It's got the mahogany fretboard. really nice. I really like the tuners. This thing stays in. Actually, both of these guitars stay in tune forever. I mean, I leave them out, and I have one that's sitting by the door here. Even in the summertime, when the temperature changes, the thing just stays in tune. I'm just amazed at how well these things stay in tune. But one thing, the reason I bought this guitar was mainly for electronics. Wanted to have something a little bit louder, I guess. And I've only been playing for 2 years, so I'm not an expert. Just decided I'm close to retiring and I wanted to start playing guitar. So. So I've got everything pretty flat up, bass up just a little bit. That's the preamp in this guitar, and it's got the piezoelectric pickup right here in the bass here on all these guitars, electric guitars anyway. So I decided I wanted something portable, a little bit easier to travel with. And so I started looking at smaller guitars. First I looked at the Mini Tacky and the Mini Taylor and the Martin Mini that Ed Sheridan plays. But I really didn't like the tones that well. And plus, especially the Martin, it was really heavy on the neck, so you want to play like this. But this one feels very centered. This is the New York Parlor guitar. It's a GY93E, and this does have a solid spruce top. It's got the mahogany laminate, and it's got a real pretty 3-panel back on it. Very pretty guitar. The tuners feel pretty nice. It's got these kind of a rubber feeling tip on them, but it seems to be pretty well made. I couldn't find any flaws in it at all. I do like the preamp a little bit better. This has got the TK40D preamp in it. Gives you a little bit more equalization capability than it's built into the EF model. This one has plastic bridge on it, so it's not bone or anything on both sides here. Probably would be a little bit better if it had actually bone. Maybe I'll replace it someday. And right out of the box, I just got delivered today. Really haven't made any adjustments besides tuning it. The action seems pretty good on it. Basically the same, maybe a little bit higher than this, but not much. The strings are a little bit different, so I'm having a little bit harder getting used to the strings. But it does have a different tone to it, and that's where I'm having difficulty deciding. I want to, I don't think that's probably not the strings in this case. It's a little bit tingy sound. You would kind of expect that for a smaller body. The thickness of this compared to the thickness of the Dreadnought, you can see the difference here. Of course, the The body itself is much smaller, and the hole size, of course, is smaller too. Oops. Scratch my new guitar. So yeah, you would expect the tone to be a little bit different, and maybe it's just something that you expect and get used to for a parlor type guitar. But one thing I really like about this guitar, I'm going to plug it in. So like I said, it's got a little bit better equalization capability, but it really sounds fairly good in an electric mode. So that's the new baby. So I think I should keep it. Actually, it's amazing that I paid the same amount of money for this guitar, even though it's got that crack in it. This was about $600, $639, I think, for the electric model. So the other thing I have here is a classical guitar. Just happen to have a classical one too. I don't really play this one very much. I just was looking up this on eBay, and this one's the C132S. So I think it's got a solid. I think it's solid all the way around. It doesn't have any laminate in this model. These things are expensive online. I mean, this is about the same price used as that one is new. I don't think they make them anymore. It has these ivory tuners on them, but I don't know if I like those tuners very much. But anyway, for a classic guitar, strings are fairly old, but actually I just replaced the strings not too long ago, but the actual strings have been laying around for years, so I don't know if maybe with a little bit more setup I would enjoy this guitar a little bit more. So that's the classical guitar. It's fun to play. So So the other thing I wanted to show you is what I'd like to do with, if I do keep the other tack, is this has a tonewood brace in it. I don't know if you've seen the tonewood amps, these things here. And it's a little, it's got magnets on it that just to let you connect it to the back of the guitar. It does require electric guitar in order for you to use the preamp. So you plug your preamp into the back, if you can see that. And what this does is kind of got a speaker built into it, suction cup speaker. And what it does is it vibrates the back of the guitar. So it allows you to get a little bit sweeter sound. So I've got it on a 3-plate. It's kind of an echo sound. You have a couple of different effects on it. This is the delay. It's kind of nice because you can just, you don't have to carry an amp around with you. It gives you a little bit more versatility. It really helps you kind of make up new stuff. I really like it for creativity. And you can also plug your amp into it too. I do want to go live. And the nice thing about this is you don't need any delays in your amp at all. You do it all with the tonewood. So if I go back to the plate, 3-plate, that's what I usually do. It's not quite as much of an echo. Takamines. Hope you get something out of this. All these toys here. Just before I leave, one more thing I want to do. I'm going to go back to the new guitar. And decisions. Do I keep this guitar? This one had the echo effect in it too, so decisions.